Memorex. Similar to Durabrand and a lot of other Walmart special VCRs. Pretty sure this was a Walmart special. Model MVR4051. Made in Thailand. And apparently this is most likely made by Orion. I have no experience with Orion machines. I'm already rather intrigued by the menu and the on-screen display. It's completely different, something I'm not really used to. Yeah, menu. Absolutely wacky. Wacky. It's from, let's go with 2002. That seems right. Whatever. And yeah, it still calls the slow speed SLP, which is, I mean, that's interesting, right? Right? It's got no front display. It's just cheap LEDs. That's interesting. Look at how wacky the buttons are. Oh my god. Oh look, the inside. I don't see any belts. I think it's all gears. You can see it's got the double gear idler. Wonky back and forthy. And then some more gears over here. And some stuff in there. Is that a belt? Do we have a belt? Oh, there's the LED. The IR LED for the little end of tape sensor. I think that was that RCA VCR. I was trying to repair the power supply. Well, I did, but then it had other problems. And it didn't have the sensors. Like, they literally weren't there. Like, you see, here's one receiver. And there's that other one mounted right there. And I couldn't see them in there. Might just add a clip right now pointing out the lack of sensors, but I thought that was real cheap. Like, did they just go, oh, whatever, the tape will stop on its own. Low end. So this is a 4-head hi-fi stereo. Walmart special. Ooh, that's actually pretty shiny. I would consider this new black plastic crap, as they call them. Look at that. Oh, won't let me do it. Cheapy, cheap, cheap, cheap. And there's really not much else to say about it. Just one circuit board below. You can watch it do things. Yeah, let's watch it do things. Help me select a movie. Should we use the PGA Tour's 18 Toughest Holes or the 007 movie Tomorrow Never Dies? Choose now. Really? God damn. Alright. Guess we're doing this. Like, not even in the middle. Okay. Slam. So first, it's probably going to want to play right away. Let's rewind. Let's see what kind of rewind this has. Any second now. Is that all you got?
One eternity later.
That's odd. It literally stopped and then started up again slower. So instead of just slowing down, it actually stops so that it can rewind even slower than it was before. This is just a little reminder that I should really clean the mechanism out before I use any tapes that I care about. Okay. Hi-fi, that's nice. Let's try some fast forward. Clean as you'd expect on a what I assume is SP tape. I just had a thought that this is probably even more copyright heavy than some of the other stuff I play around with on here. Let's try. Where's pause? I guess I need the remote. Oh, I said pause. Come on. It's not great pause. Sometimes this LCD this likes to overdrive sometimes when I hook things up to it, or sometimes it'll just blank the whole screen if it sees noise.
What a sight.
Or just dim it. Of course now it's not doing it. What about rewind?
Scroll each season. From the fans' perspective,
I really don't have a lot of experience with VCRs that don't have a display on the front. That's just so cheap. Cheap. Walmart's special cheap. But honestly, it's 18 years old. It's almost 18 years old. Probably 18 years old. Let's say that. This is legally an adult. It can drink where I live. So, all that considered, and it's probably had nothing done to it, the fact that it seems to be...
The players, well, that's another...
It seems to be working just fine. I mean, that's kind of a positive. Nothing really looks too bad over here in the power supply. No impending doom. I don't really see any evidence of it getting hot anywhere. Ooh. A snoop boopler. Yep. Head's ruined.
Hello and welcome to the PGA Tour's 18 toughest holes. I'm Mark McCumber.
Totally ruined. Let's get a SLP recorded tape. Alright. Which EP, or I guess in this case SLP tape, should I play? Choose now. God damn it. Alright. Killing me. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because I think I was testing this tape out in another machine and I may have... That's actually really smooth. Kinda like it.
That's down to 93%.
Miserable.
I agree. See, pause. Yeah, it's about the same actually. Fast forward. Rewind. About the same, just a little faster, obviously.
And women's shorts or tops on sale for only $7.
And let's try some fast forward. I mean, it's okay. Believe it or not, I actually had a reason to pick this up. First off, I just can't resist bringing home stuff. But also, I just wanted an extra newer VCR that I didn't really care about, you know, just using and watching old tapes that I find and stuff like that, that can be reasonably reliable. I can trust it. This one's not like a cheap Funai. It seems to be in relatively good nick. The only thing I'm going to look into after cleaning it is seeing what I can bring out of this pinch roller, because that's... I can never really tell. It's soft, but it is also very smooth, so that's the only point of concern. But, I mean, otherwise it seems pretty decent. Well cared for. Someone's gonna yell at me that I need to throw this thing away right away. But yeah. Otherwise, I think it's a perfect little unit to just sort of stick in my bedroom and watch stuff. I prefer having a hi-fi unit just because if I have any of the, well, not this particular one, but if I have any SLP recorded tapes, I don't want them to sound like trash. It didn't come with the remote, so I'm using this old Harmony remote. I'd rather not use the Harmony in the bedroom, so I might just find a cheesy universal for in there. This thing just eats batteries like crazy. Like a normal remote you can leave for months. This thing's about a month. It wasn't a good generation of Harmony remotes. Ooh, it's got just a little bit of glow. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this video. It's your standard Walmart special VCR. It's probably pretty inexpensive for the time. I was always very wary of this brand. I mean, in hindsight, they are actually not as bad as I probably assumed they were. I think the assumption was more Walmart's carrying them, so they're probably junk. And a lot of the other sort of rebranded electronics with the Memorex name on them were not great. But this seems to work just fine. I was able to get the remote. A gentleman I got this VCR from messaged me up, let me know that he found the remote. And I really like having complete machines like this. You can really see the Walmart special in this. It doesn't even have a brand on it, because like I said, they sold this under a bunch of different brand names, so it's just easier to not put a brand on it. Okay, so here I am just playing that same cruddy tape. Call leaves the display on. And audio select, I can go between mono, stereo, left, and right. So that's hi-fi. What else we got here? I can turn call off for the display. Slow. Slow just has a single speed. Not bad. Auto tracking. There we go. Or I can manually adjust the tracking. This is an SP tape, so oh, there we go. I can just hit auto tracking again. What else we got? Pause, yeah. Pretty straightforward, simple remote. Counter reset. All right then. Opto isolator.